Hello everyone, it's MH Gideon here and you're welcome to the Graduate Boss Show. This is that show where we help young graduates take charge of their lives and build their own profitable businesses so that they can contribute meaningfully to their families and the society at large. And today we have a very phenomenal guest in the house, DJ Sobanjo. DJ Sobanjo is a Nigerian based in the UK and is the founder of Profit from Coaching Academy, where he helps other coaches build profitable coaching businesses. Good evening, DJ.
Hey, how you doing?
Awesome. Thank you. So you're welcome to the Graduate Boss Show. On this show, we help young graduates take care of their lives and build their own businesses so that they can contribute meaningfully to the society and to their families. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
Thanks, I really appreciate it, and you're really doing a great thing, and well done to you. And if there's anybody who's listening to this right now, and you're someone who is young and you have aspirations to build an exciting future for yourself, and you have dreams, it doesn't matter where you are right now. If you have dreams, I'm going to recommend that you keep plugging into this show. Keep showing up for yourself and keep making that commitment to yourself. And, you can create any future you desire. Everything is possible as long as you make that commitment. And I'm excited to be here, and I'm sure we're going to have an absolutely wonderful time. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you. We are looking forward to that time too. Thank you. Thank you again, DJ. So briefly, DJ, let's meet you. I mean, we're talking about how to build a business online. So why should young Nigerians listen to you? Why shouldn't they be out there trying to build a business and be here listening to DJ?
Okay. Well, the thing is, I've had the privilege of I started building a business. Well, I started using the internet to build a business in 2003. I was building this was way back. I was relatively young. I was in my late 20s at the time, and I'd only just come back to England. I went back to Nigeria when I was young, and I came back here in my mid 20s. So I just started building this business in the direct sales network marketing industry. And at the time, people said, don't waste your time with the internet. But I didn't have a choice because I didn't have anywhere else to go to grow my business. And I had to use the internet to build my business. And I want you to pay attention to this because it's really critical. I did not say I came online to try to make money online. I actually had a business already. And so I needed to find a way to grow it. And I came online to see how I could use the internet to build my business. Actually, if you ask me today that, DJ, what has really helped me to be successful online? I will say it's because when I came online, I didn't come online to try to make money. I actually came online to see how I could use the internet to build a real business that I already had. Right, and I'll explain that a little bit later on. And I learned a lot. I tell people that I failed my way to success. That's the best way to describe my journey. Right? I mean, I'm not going to, I have failed a great deal. You see, when I started, there wasn't a lot of guidance.
Well, that's scary, DJ. When you keep saying you failed a great deal, and I mean, most people don't want to talk about this failure thing, and then you come up and say you failed a lot, and you keep emphasizing that you failed. I mean, you want to tell us about that?
Well, the reality is, I mean, if I started telling people my catalog of failures, it would probably discourage some people. But the truth is, right, those failures was part of my journey to becoming who I am today. I mean, a lot of people, they talk about the successes I've been able to enjoy. They talk about, the income. They talk about the business. But the reality is, it's like a baby who is learning who wants to start walking. What's definitely going to happen is the baby's going to fall on their bum so many times before eventually they nail it. Every one of us who walks and runs right now without thinking about it, we had to fail our way to become who we are today.
That's true. That's true.
Right? You try it, you don't get it. You try it, you don't get it. You try, you don't get it. And after a while, you get better. You get a little better. You get a little better. Right? Every time, if there's anybody who is not failing, and please listen to this. So don't let your failures make you think that you're not good enough. Don't let your failures make you begin to doubt yourself. The fact that you have failed at something simply means you are learning. Right? That's the reality. I mean, the things I have mastered now that I do effortlessly. I mean, I've started certain businesses, and within 2-3 months, they've hit we've built some big business, built big incomes in a short space of time. And now when I do it, the reality is what I do in 3 months now, the reality is people say, wow, you did that in only 3 months? That's amazing, but that's not true. I actually did it not in 3 months, but I did it in almost, about 18 years. It's about 18 years of doing this stuff, right? So really, it's the wisdom I've gained over this 18-year period that will enable me to start a new business now and astronomically grow it to over ₦1 million a month within a month. To be honest, $1 million, what's $1 million? How much is $1 million in pounds? Help me out here. Is that 2,000 pounds? More like, within a couple of months, you hit 5 million easily, right? Now, how am I able to do that? 2 months, I'm hitting 5 million. That's about 10,000 pounds, yeah, right? And people say, how do you do that? Well, it's not really 2 months. It's wisdom I have gained over almost 18 years.
Yes.
So, and that's the reality. But that wisdom is a catalog of learning experiences. And many of those experiences help build me. You see, I'm a Christian. And one of my favorite verses in the Bible, it says that the righteous person falls down 7 times. The key thing is they get back up again, right? A smart thing is they learn from that previous falling. So next time they shouldn't fall from what made them fall the last time, which means every time we fall, we should learn. Eventually, we master how to do things without falling.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you, DJ, for sharing that with us. I mean, I was all pulled in already. I'm sure a lot of people will be glad they following this podcast, because the story, it's in itself makes me want to go start a new business. I mean, after 18 years, and then start a new business and move it up to 5 million naira in 2 months. Man, that's some crazy numbers. Okay, so tell us, DJ, how did you start? Okay, I know you came online. You already had a business, so you came online to look for ways to use the internet to build your business. So what did you do? How did you get started building your own business using the internet at the time?
Well, at the time when I came online, I was looking to use the internet to, one, find prospects, find people who could be potential buyers of what I had to offer. That was what I was looking for, right? Yeah. So, and I tried different things. I tried running ads. So people talk about funnels. I'd had all that set up way back. I tried running ads. And then, I was running ads to drive traffic online. So I set up things online. So I would go and advertise in local shops. I was just doing everything, to try to get people to find me online. And I was learning on the go. So that's why I said I failed my way to success. So I'll try something, it doesn't work. I'll tweak it, it works better. I keep on tweaking until it starts working. So that's how it works. And then I'll keep doing it that way. I'll try something else. Okay, let me try this. And I try that, it doesn't work. Or, and you keep on trying, it doesn't work. You think it will work. You put money in it, it doesn't work. You try it a little different, put more money, it works better. And that's pretty much how I began to do things until I developed a system for finding people online and then for converting them to buyers. And then I just began to replicate that across my business. And then I got to a place where I then started making money recommending some of the tools I was using to other people who were also building businesses. So I started building another income online as an affiliate marketer. Right. So, and then from there, it just began to grow. But the key thing was, I just needed to use the internet I use it to find people who, prospects. I use the internet to communicate information. So content to communicate information that made people buy. I also use the internet to deliver some of the content that people were buying from me and my business. So I had a real business, and I just had to learn how to use the internet to make it work and leveraging that. So that's how I did it.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So the key for you has been that okay, you have had a real business. So you didn't come onto the internet to try to build a business or something. No, you had a real business, came onto the internet, find a way to grow your business, to add value to your business using the internet as a tool. That's brilliant. So okay, now, DJ, you've been in the industry for 18 years now. That's a
Well,
long
let me just correct that.
time.
I've been using the internet to build my business since 2003. So technically, that's probably not 18. It's, I don't know the math. Maybe 16 is more accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's been over 10 years.
hmm
Yes. Now, if you've been building the business for over 10 years, it means you've seen a lot of things, you've seen a lot of stuffs happen in the space, you've seen changes, you witnessed changes. And right now, what would you say? Because by virtue of where you are right now, I know you've trained a lot of people, helped a lot of people start their own business and grown to even become successful. So what are the common mistakes you see new people come into the industry to try to build a business? What are the mistakes you see that they make that you can point out to us? Maybe some of our listeners might be making this mistake.
Okay. Now, so what are some of the biggest mistakes people make? Now, the reality is, I mean, we all make mistakes. But I can identify what I would believe are the most common mistakes that are holding people back right now from building successful businesses. And hopefully, if you're listening to this, you might identify that you're making one of these mistakes, and you can make a change. Now, the very first mistake, which is highly common, is pretty much what I've been talking about earlier on, and that is most people, when they come online trying to make money online. And the easiest way to get frustrated online, right, is to come online with no idea what you're looking to do.
Okay.
And you just come online saying, hey, you know what? And I hear people say some things, and they sound kind of cool, but actually it's coming from a place of naivety. Things like, you know what? If you have a mobile phone and you have data and you're not making money, then there's something wrong with you. Now, the problem with that is, it sounds like this, yeah, the internet, there's money on the internet. Just go on the internet and start looking for your own money. Now, when people go in with that kind of mindset, you will be stretched and distracted. You will find yourself getting exhausted, chasing after what you don't even know.
Interesting.
And you can see that a lot. Most of the people who I know who come to me, they're burnt out. They've burnt out. They've chased this one there. They've chased the other one there. They one time they say, I want to learn how to do funnels. Another time I want to learn how to write. Another time I want to learn how to build a community. Another time, they're just all over the place because they don't have any business being online. Yeah. And I'll be honest, they don't have any business being online.
Okay.
Right? So now that sounds cold because, and I'll explain. If you come online,
yes,
right, and you don't have a business, right? So let's look at two people. Let's look at two people. We'll call them Frank and Anthony. Now, Frank has a business. Yes. Frank, maybe for example, Frank, he offers laundry services. So he offers laundry services for busy single professionals. So he offers laundry or dry cleaning services for busy professionals who are single, right? So that is his business. And he has been growing his business, you understand? Yeah. He's been growing his business little by little. He's been targeting, he's been attracting clients, he's been growing it, and he has his clientele. He has clients who spend money with him every month, every week. He collects their laundry on Friday and he brings it back to them on Monday. He has a system set up that's working for him, right? Yeah. Now, Frank has this in place. And now Frank now says, how can I use the internet to grow my business? So when Frank comes online, he's not going to be distracted here, there, and everywhere. He has something. Yes. He knows what he has, right? And so he's now looking to leverage the internet to grow his business. So when he comes onto social media, he's not going to be, how can I use social media to grow my business? How can I use email to grow? He has a business. How can I use email to grow my business? How can I use video to grow my business? He has something. So he is going to leverage this powerful thing called the internet to grow his business, either to attract more people, to build credibility, or to convert, whatever it is, or to engage with the people who are his customers within a community. He's intentional because he's not coming online wanting to make money. And then we have the other guy, Anthony. So Frank, that's Frank. We then have Anthony on the other hand. Anthony heard that there are people that are making money online. That's all he heard. I heard that people are making money online. You just need to create a Facebook group. If you just need to create Instagram and Facebook, and you just need to be posting and taking pictures, and before you know it, will give you money, right? Because that's what he's been told.
Yeah.
People are making money on that Instagram and Facebook. You just be there, just be posting, just be talking about what you're doing, and people just give people just talk about it. Then you make an offer and people just buy. Wow. And so he comes, he's an opportunist. One person is a business owner, the other is an opportunist. True. Now, I'll share something with you. Okay. Whenever there are opportunists online, the people who make money are the people who sell tools to opportunists.
Okay.
So, tools like ClickFunnels.
Yes.
Tools like Kartra. Tools like MailChimp. Tools like ManyChat.
Yeah.
Those are the people who make money off of the people who are opportunity seekers.
Okay.
They come online looking for opportunities. Now, I'm not saying those tools don't work and the tools are not useful.
No.
In the hands of business owners, right, those tools are leverage.
Yes.
For everybody else who's just looking to make money online, those tools basically, and I don't know if you heard about the gold rush in America, the Wild West, right?
Yeah.
They said during the gold rush, the people who made money were the people who were selling spades and shovels.
Yeah.
Right? So it's the same thing with the online gold rush. It's the people who are selling the tools. So there's always shiny new objects. People are buying the new shiny new object, video editor, whatever it is. They're getting sucked in because they don't have a business.
Yeah.
They're just looking for ways to make money. And that's the first mistake that a lot of people are making, is their focus is on trying to make money online instead of building a business. So they're chasing money, so they're then spending money to chase money. And now you compare that with a business builder who already has a business, so they're not coming, their goal is, how can I leverage the internet to grow my business?
Yes.
The first thing I'm going to say is, to anybody who is listening to this, right? Everybody has a business inside of them. Everybody. So before you jump online to start looking for opportunities, before you go and create that Instagram account and that Facebook account and that YouTube account and any other free account that you create, and you go and get MailChimp, and ask yourself, what is the business I am taking to the marketplace?
Okay.
That's the first question, right? So that's the first mistake that people make. Okay, then another really, I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it does. Makes perfect sense.
Awesome. Another big mistake that people make a lot, right, is they copy other people's activities without understanding what is behind it. Now, you see, a lot of people think they're smart, right? So they go and see what somebody's doing, and then they decide to just do the same thing. Now, I'm going to be very upfront and direct. That's very common amongst Nigerians.
True.
Right? They just go and look at what somebody else is doing, and then they want to go back and replicate it. And then they get frustrated because they're not getting the kind of results that they perceive that other person's getting. And I'm going to explain why. Right? I see times when people see what I'm doing and then they try to just go and copy it. And I laugh because, and not just with me, people do it with a lot of other people, is they just try to copy. Now, why, and this leads to a lot of frustration.
Okay.
And I'll explain the reason why. Now, you see, what is on the outside is what you see, but what is behind that you don't see. The strategy, the systems that are behind it, you don't see it. So because one person is doing an event every quarter, you decide to do an event every quarter, but you don't know the machine that is behind the event. You don't know what is there, because someone published a book, you also go and publish a book, but you don't know what is behind the book that they're publishing.
Yes.
See, and we see that a lot. And the way I like to describe this is a car, right?
Okay.
Now, I can see a car. The car looks nice. It looks really nice, and I can see the car go. And I like the way the car goes. I can see, and then I now decided I'm going to get myself a car. So I go and copy it. I go and tell my metal works specialist. I say, look at that. Go and design something that looks like that for me.
Okay.
And they design something that looks exactly like that car.
Okay.
But now, having gotten them to make it, and it looks like it, on the outside it looks like it, but when I go inside and I turn the key, nothing happens. Why?
Because it just
because what is on the outside is what we see.
Wow.
But by the time you lift up the bonnet, that is what is driving that piece of metal.
Yes.
But you don't see what is under the bonnet. You don't see it. And that is the reason, many people are trying to go solo. They're just trying to copy and, and it's frustrating. That kind of attitude is what will keep people at something for years and years and years. You motivate yourself every new year. It's a new season. You have another frustrating year. And then when it's December, you get excited again. You enter the new year with hope and promises, the declarations and everything. And then go through the same year. But time is going. You're not getting any younger. You've got to stop copying from afar.
Yes. Yes.
I've got to invest in learning the secrets. And I think that's critical.
Yes.
You don't find find things of value on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Gold is not found. You dig deep to find treasure.
True.
So all this going and watching videos on YouTube, all these joining someone's group to see what they're doing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't do that, but that's just what is on the surface. What is behind it? No one shares their secrets in public. No one does that. The secret to a person's success is not going to be available in public. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the reality. Right?
That's super profound. That's super profound, DJ.
Yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth.
Super profound.
Right? I'm a Christian, and I'll share this analogy with Jesus, right?
Yes.
With his big multitude, he shared a parable. He shared a parable. The parable was people came from afar, thousands of people to sit down and hear him share these stories. And he shared these stories with them. Now, some people would go and try to run with these stories, but with the 12, he got them together. And then he now taught in depth. He went into depth, explaining what he had shared with the multitude. There is no way the multitude will get the same kind of results that the disciples got. No way.
No.
And that's the thing. Many people are running with multitudinal information.
Oh my God.
You're running with what you watch on YouTube. You're running with.
That's a new one.
That's the reality. So you can't compare, these people, the multitude, with Peter and with Andrew and with who sat down and asked Jesus, "Can you really explain this thing to us? Because we didn't get it." And he really broke it down for them.
Yeah.
He explained it, how to implement it, how it works, what it means. He went into depth, right? They can't get the same kind of results.
No.
And that's another mistake people make, is we're copying people's activity without understanding the systems and the strategy behind it. And that leads to frustration, and it leads to burnout.
Okay. And so if you're listening to this and you've been copying somebody without paying attention to the systems, or without even understanding the systems powering what he's doing. For example, we're having an interview now and you just run off and start your own start your own interview. Well, good luck. But DJ says don't copy without understanding the strategy. Okay, DJ, you want to share one more mistake before we move on to the next question?
Another mistake. Let me see. So I would say another mistake that I know is a big deal is people, you see, you and I and everybody who's in business and everybody who's listening to this right now,
Yeah.
our resources are limited, our time, our energy, and money. Now, the reality is this: in business, what you put your time and energy and money into determines what your outcome will be. So, to use this to use this in another way, right? It's like investing in shares. You invest in one company, your money multiplies. Invest in another company, your money depreciates, right?
Yes.
It's the same amount of money, but the outcomes are different because of what you put it into. Now, when it comes to businesses online, and this is a very common one, this is another big one here. And this is people putting their time and money in the least time, energy, and money in the least productive places, because those are the places that they have the easiest access to. Now, let me help to really explain this, just in case there's anybody who is listening to this, so they can understand, just in case they're doing this now. If you are running a business and you're always discounting what you offer, you're always having to lower the prices to ridiculously low, which is much less than the value that people are getting. And even on top of that, you're still struggling to get people to buy from you, right? Then on top of that, you still have people who are still trying to price low what is already a ridiculously low discounted price. If you find yourself doing that quite often, where people show up and then whenever there's an opportunity for them to invest money, they don't buy, then it simply means you're focusing your time, energy, and money in the least productive place, right? Wow. And I call this the sardines versus salmon. And let me explain this. Now, sardines and salmon are both fish, but they're not the same types of fish.
Okay.
Right? Sardines are they're easier to catch. There's more sardines around than salmon, number one. Yeah. But also, salmon is worth almost 100 times monetary value what sardines are worth. Right? And on top of that, right, most people, so how do we define a sardine business? A sardine business is, trying to go after the multitude. So where are there lots of people? How can I sell something to lots of people? See, that's the mindset of most people. There's many people here. Let me package something and sell it to these people. So they go on Facebook. Who are the kind of people who are in my group on Facebook? But you have a group of broke people. No disrespect. Yeah. You have a group of broke people, right? And then you're now trying to sell something that is, 50,000, 100,000 naira to broke people. They can't buy it. Nah. They can't buy it. Where are they going to get the money from? And then you start getting upset. They take everything for free. They take everything for free. Now they don't want to buy. How can they buy? You're repricing it. What you then do is you lower the price. Now you lower the price. They still won't buy because it's still too much for them. Yeah. And even now you then start getting upset, but you're excited because you have many fans. You do a post, you get many comments. The challenge with many of us is we're getting caught up, right, on likes and comments and shares. Engagement is not the same as purchase. No. And this is really, I'm really going to share this with, if you're listening to this, I need you to hear this. Don't focus on engagement. Focus on conversion, buyer conversion. That's what business is, right? The person who has 100 likes, right? Yeah. And the person who has, okay, let me ask you a question, right? Okay. What would you rather have in one day? 100 likes, 50 comments, and 10 shares, okay, and 5,000 naira? Or 3 likes, 1 comment, no share, and 500,000 naira?
Please, I want the 500,000 naira. Keep all the engagement. I don't want.
Now that's the mindset that people need to have. We need to think like business people,
Okay.
not like social media junkies.
Oh, interesting.
Right? It's so easy. You see, the thing is, it's addictive. It's so easy to become a social media junkie.
Yeah.
We're getting engagement, we're getting visibility.
Mhm.
Visibility, engagement without
Mhm.
income, right,
Yeah.
is frustration. And now the secret to this really is asking yourself this question: who is my premium buyer, right? Who is my salmon? Who is my salmon? Right?
Yeah.
When we answer this question, who our salmon is, right, and we start to focus on building a business attracting premium buyers instead of building a business trying to get the masses to buy from us, you will do well because premium buyers are buyers,
Yeah.
right? The masses are likers.
Hmm. Premium buyers are buyers. The masses are like us.
Right? And so you've got to determine, do you want to build a business which is focused on likers, or do you want to build a business which is focused on buyers?
Well, I rather
That
build
is
a
the
business
critical
focused on
question.
buyers.
But unfortunately, most people see these things are all linked. If you come online
Yes.
without a business or a business mindset, but
Mhm.
looking to make money, you will get caught up on the social media buzz because it's a distraction. But the person who knows why they're online in the first place, they're not looking for likes, comments, shares, and hey, well, you know what? I've learned so much. You've really revealed something to me. You've opened
Great
my
job.
eyes. And I don't get me wrong. I like it when people say that kind of thing, but
Uh-huh.
that's not why I'm there.
Yes.
I'm a business person, and you've got to think that way. You're a business person. Get engagement, do all that stuff, but you're there to build a business.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to think like a business person, right? So we've got to focus on a salmon focused business rather than a sardines focused business. So yes, those are three there.
Wow, 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 wow. Now, just looking at these mistakes, I can tell you for free that I made a ton of them. Like all of these three mistakes you pointed out here, when starting up my online business, I made every one of them, every one of them. So if you're
Oh,
out there,
I think I did as well. To be honest, I
okay,
think
and that makes it I'm not alone then. So,
yeah.
so yeah, so
So don't be surprised.
now having shared this, tell me, if you start all over like all over again, what would you focus on to get the kind of results you get now? I mean, a millionaire
Okay.
for a Nigerian is a big deal, and that's something you pop out without stress. Tell me, if you start all over again, what would you focus on to get the kind of results you get now within the shortest
Okay,
time
so if
possible?
I was going to start all over with the things that I know now, right? What would I do,
Yes.
really? So, for example, let's say if I was going to start a business today and I lived in Lagos, or I lived in Abuja, or I lived in Port Harcourt, or I lived in Ibadan, or I lived in Kano, or I lived in Owerri, or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Um, what would I do?
Yes.
Um, the first thing I would do is, again, I'm going to use some Bible analogy. Please forgive me, right?
Okay.
When God spoke to Moses, and if there's anybody, I'll explain this for people who are not Christians, okay? When God spoke to Moses, He says, "What's that? What do you have in your hand?"
Okay.
And that's the first thing, is we've got to identify what you're bringing to the marketplace. What are you bringing? What are the assets? What are the marketable services, solutions, products, whatever it is, expertise, network that you bring to the marketplace? What do I have? Now, look at the different things you bring to the marketplace, right? Products, services, expertise, whatever. And then what do I have? How can I then package this as some sort of solution? What are the different problems that what I have can solve, right? This is it. I will sit down and then who is the person who can benefit the most from this? They can get great value from this, right? And they will be willing and able to invest what I want them to invest in order to get this outcome. I would sit down and I'll do that. I'm not going to jump and go and create a Facebook page or a Facebook group or Instagram or create an email list, build a funnel. None of that yet. You don't need any of that. right? It's what do I have? What problems can I solve with this? Who can I solve problems for? Who will be willing and able to invest what I want them to invest?
Okay.
Right? That's the first thing I'm going to do. Right? And then once I've done that, I'm just going to simply go out there and get them, to be honest. I mean, obviously there's a science to that, there's an approach to that, but that's what it is I'm going to identify who it is, what package an offer, take my offer out to them, put my offer in front of them, a really compelling offer. They see the offer, boom, they buy, new client, and I'm just going to go out there and land my first few clients in my first 90 days.
Okay, awesome.
So for example, hypothetically, right, if I have a product that is maybe 2 million naira, right, if I land 3 clients a month, right, that's 6 million.
Yes.
So, I mean, if rather than selling a product for, a book for 5,000 naira, I mean, how many of those books am I going to sell?
Okay.
And I don't see there's anything wrong with selling books.
No.
If you have the right strategy behind a book, it can work. I'm just saying, you ask me what would I do? That's what I would do. Right? And I'm not going to be jumping on Facebook and I use social media a lot, that. But what I'm trying to say is I'm building a business. I'm not building a social media identity.
Of course. Yes. Yes. Wow. Oh, that's profound. Okay. So if you had started all over again, you first of all identify what you have and then offer it to premium clients. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. But DJ, for someone who wants to build a big business, like you've explained to us, and I mean someone who, he has this idea now, he's listening to this podcast, he's heard DJ say don't come online and trying to make money, come online, trying to use and use the internet to build your business. Now, what would be one thing you say they need to focus on right now? Because when starting out being a business online, you can there can be so many things to worry about. You're thinking of landing page, you're thinking of funnels here, you're thinking of all this stuff, Facebook ad. I mean, you just all these ideas just jumping at you. So what would you say focus on? What would you say the first thing they need to focus on is if they really want to build a big business?
The first thing that I would suggest you do, if there's anyone who's listening to this right now, if you're doing a lot of those other things I mentioned, you're probably exhausted and you're having to motivate yourself every day to keep on keeping on because your breakthrough will soon arrive. What I'm going to say, first of all, is your breakthrough has arrived, right? The first thing you do is just stop what you're doing. Honestly, just stop it. Right. Okay. So that's the first thing you do. Is just stop. If it's not working, stop doing it. Right?
Stop doing it.
Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Just stop. Right? Now, what I want to do is think premium buyer. Think premium buyer. Now, to have a premium buyer, right, you've got to have a premium offer. So what I would suggest we do really is, if you're listening to this right now, is the very first step to attracting premium buyers who would spend big money with you for you to help them achieve the kind of outcomes that they want, right? And you know what? I've worked with people people who are writers and people who do these different things, and I've been able to help them craft these, be able to enter into the higher price premium buyer space, high ticket as it's called. Now, and the first thing you've got to do is you've got to find your own high ticket marketplace, and I'll explain what that means. Right now, you remember I said the first thing you need to do is you've got to look at yourself. Yes. That's it. Because you are the common entity in your business right now. Right? It's you. So with me, when I left my job to go full-time in business, and I was saying, okay, what do I do to be able to achieve the income goals I was looking to achieve? What I had to do was I had to look at myself, right, and say, what do I have? And I sat down and I looked at myself. I did a skills audit, as they say. And then once I'd done that, and there's how you do it, there's the right way to do it, right? Yeah. Then I looked and said, okay, now I then looked at where can I make the most impact and the most money for, and the most impact for someone in the market. Who can I make the most impact for? Who will pay me the most money, for some of these skills and resource and skills and expertise that I had listed. And then, so that's what I suggest we do, is you want to find your high ticket marketplace. You want to find, the person who is going to get the best results from the difference you make with them, with the skills, knowledge, and expertise you bring to the table, right? And then they will be willing and able to invest the kind of money you want to be paid for the outcomes you're going to help them get. So basically, that's what you want. That's the first thing you've got to do before you jump and go and start creating a website or, doing these other important things. But there is an order to everything, right? There is an order. This is the first thing you do, is you've got to basically, I call it finding your wealthy place. That's what I call it. You've got to find your wealthy place. You've got to define your wealthy place, right? And your wealthy place that you find and define, that is what I call your high ticket marketplace. That's what you've got to find. It's the first step. Once you've found it, you can then package and position your business to be able to attract those people and convert them to buyers. But the first thing is you've got to nail this. If you don't nail this, you will not maximize your potential in the business marketplace and make the kind of money you should be making.
So DJ is saying, find your wealthy place, find your high ticket marketplace. Make sure so that you don't go around like everybody else trying to sell to everybody else. I mean, DJ, I've met a few people and we talk, and then you ask them, who are you selling to? And they're like, who's the target audience? Like, everybody needs my product. But DJ is saying, no, don't do that. Find your wealthy place. Okay, now DJ.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes. So over the years, I understand that you have this revolutionary program of yours that have been helping a lot of young Nigerians build business selling high-priced products. Can you tell us a bit about it? What is this product? Is it just increase your price? Can you please tell us a little?
Oh, definitely not increase your price. I'm just going to say this right now, that if anybody just tells you to arbitrarily raise your prices, right, that's bad business advice.
Okay.
Now, there is a time when it makes sense to raise your prices, but that's not for now. But just raising your prices arbitrarily, if you're not making money, raising your prices is not going to make you money, period.
Okay.
Right? But with this program, it's a training program that I put together, which is called Finding Your Unique High Ticket Marketplace. And what I've done here in this program really is I break down step by step. I really break down the process. So and if anybody's watching this right now, right, when you find your high ticket marketplace, your unique high ticket marketplace, what you will be able to do is, as you go through this video program, so it's a video program, right, and you watch the video, you've got to have a pen and a notepad, and I guide you through working through this. By the time you're through with this program, you will have defined basically your wealthy place, where your money is, right? You would have been able to identify, this whole thing about your skills audit, matching it with the marketplace, getting the perfect match with who it is that you should be targeting, right, to get the best return in the marketplace. This is the program, and it's literally what I do. And it's what a lot of the people who have got this program have done, and people who've been struggling, people who had been frustrated. The people who maybe you've lowered your price and then someone is still saying it's too expensive. Those kind of people come onto this program, they go through this program, and then before you know what's happening, I have someone who within 2 days, right, within 2 days of going through this, she generated, no, not 2 days, 3 days. Within 3 days, she generated just under 15,000 euros.
15,000 euros.
Within 3 days.
That's 6 million naira in 3 days.
Yep, in 3 days. And I mean, she came on and she was so excited. Oh, DJ, I mean, and she just, said, DJ, she was really just blown away. And we have many others, like that. I mean, I have someone who went through this particular program. He's based in somewhere in northern Nigeria. I can't remember right now. And he went through this and he was able to generate three premium clients.
Wow.
He'd never worked with premium clients, that kind of money. He'd never charged that kind of money, but within a month, he generated three premium clients because he nailed his high ticket marketplace. Where his money is, everybody has a wealthy place.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what unfortunately, most of us are going with the crowd. We're competing with the multitude, right? For the for the sardines, rather than going for your own salmon, because nobody's there. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. We're all competing for the same sardines when our salmon is sitting there, and there's no there's less competition and there's better rewards when you go for a high ticket marketplace. So this is the program that I'm putting out there. Now, this program is worth $97, which is about 35,000 naira, right? So that's how much the program is worth, which is ridiculously which is a ridiculous value, right? Because even at $97 or 35,000 naira, right? You implement this within 90 days, right? Within 90 days from this program, once you really nail this, and you should be able to make a much more than that. I mean, we just mentioned the lady who I talked about, who generated 15,000 euros in less than 3 days, and we have lots of others like that, right? But which rather than charging 35,000, I'm not charging that. So what I'm offering, so for the people who are watching this or listening to this as a replay, you're getting this today for 960 naira. That's it, less than 1,000 naira. Now, there's a method to my madness, right? You're probably wondering, DJ, this doesn't make sense. Why would you sell something that's worth 35,000 naira for 960 naira?
I mean, that's not naira, DJ.
Yes, it is. And I'm going to explain. There is a method to my madness. My intention is this. For many of the people who are here watching this, they may have spent money on a lot of gimmicks, that people have sold them, a lot of things. Well, maybe good products, but they just weren't the right fit. How to make money from Facebook, how to make money from this, how to do this, how to do that, right? And so they've struggled and they've got burnt. Right. And maybe, they're financially struggling. So I'm saying, get this, right? So you can be able to identify your wealthy place. And I want to put this in their hands for less than 1,000 naira, which means everybody will be able to get it, right? So if you're watching this right now, you have no reason not to get this today. Now, my intention is when you get this and you go ahead and you see this and you watch this, you engage with this, this will be the beginning of a new phase for you in your business. We have lots of other programs, that we offer. And my intention is, this is the beginning of a relationship. You get this, you get some results, and later on you will come along and invest in having us help you take things to the next level. Because I'm really on a mission. I'm on a mission to revolutionize businesses. If you're less concerned with being famous and popular and having if your objective is profits, income, healthy bank accounts, right? Here at what we do at Profit from Coaching, my focus is less on you becoming the most popular person online, but actually you having a very healthy business online. Then you're in the right place, and finding your unique high ticket marketplace is the right product to begin with. This is the ideal first product for you to get from us, and I want to make sure you have no reason not to get it. So instead of spending 35k naira, which is worth, you get it today for less than 1,000. That's my gift to you. It's my gift to you, but it's also the beginning of a relationship, because I know that this is the beginning of successes for you, and you will still invest a lot more, tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands over the next few months and years to have us help you take your business to the next level. So that's the reason why today you will get this for less than 1,000 naira.
Wow. Wow, DJ, that's so generous of you. Thank you, DJ. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. Now, guys, you've had it all from DJ. Now, I mean, if you're tired of selling 3,000 naira ebook, 2,500 naira ebook, 5,000 naira products and nobody's buying from you, did you hear that lady's testimony? 15,000 euros. That's 6 million naira in 3 days. DJ, I think I'm going to take this course, man. Now,
I think you should. Yeah.
I sure will. I sure will. I'm getting the course. Now, so guys, get yourself this course. 916 naira. That's not even up to a meal, a good meal. So you have no excuses. Thank you so much, DJ. Thank you. And so I'll post the link where you can get it right below this video to help you access it easily. And DJ, thank you again for joining us on this show today. Of course, I'll come back with my testimony, of course.
Most definitely. You sure better. You sure better.
Yeah, yeah. And DJ, hope if we have you come here again next time, you wouldn't mind.
Definitely. We should do this more often. My objective is to create success stories, and whatever we can do to do that, I am very keen to make that happen.
Awesome.
So thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, DJ. Thank you for coming to the show. Do enjoy the rest of your day, DJ.
All right. Thank you. You too. Take very good care of yourself.
Yes, thank you.